the sky. Once a symbol of freedom, but in the mid-20th century, it became the deadliest arena on Earth. Engines roared louder than the wind, and within seconds, lives vanished between the clouds. While millions fought on the ground during World War II, some met their fate thousands of meters above it. And in that sky, one name still stands at the very top. Erich Alfred Hartmann. "352 aerial victories. No fighter pilot in history has officially surpassed that number." Hartmann was born on April 19, 1922, in Weissach, Germany. His childhood was far from ordinary. His family briefly moved to China during economic hardship, then returned to Germany. The person who shaped his destiny was his mother, Elisabeth Hartmann, one of the rare female pilots of her time. Young Erich grew up around cockpits, learning wind, altitude, and silence above the earth. At 14, he earned his glider pilot license. The sky was not an escape for him. It was home. War broke out in 1939, he was only 17. In 1940, he joined the Luftwaffe. Talented but daring, he quickly stood out. Yet war does not reward recklessness. It rewards calculation. In 1942, he was sent to the Eastern Front, the most brutal air war zone of the conflict. In his early missions, he made mistakes. On one occasion, he chased an enemy aircraft so aggressively that he ran out of fuel and crash-landed. The lesson changed him forever. Close in, fire once, break away. No theatrics, no prolonged dogfights, precision, patience, cold control. Soviet pilots soon learned to fear him. Because of the black tulip painted on the nose of his Messerschmitt Bf 109, they called him the Black Devil. Among his comrades, he was simply Booby, the boyish-faced pilot. Hartmann flew dangerously close to his targets, sometimes near enough to see the enemy pilot's face. Then one precise shot. An explosion, smoke, silence. Between 1942 and 1945, he flew 1,404 combat missions. Official German records credit him with 352 aerial victories, most achieved against Soviet aircraft on the Eastern Front, particularly during battles like Kursk and in the skies over Ukraine. He was shot down or forced to land 14 times, yet he survived every single incident. He understood the ultimate rule of air combat: avoid unnecessary risk. His achievements earned him Germany's highest military decorations, including the Knight's Cross with oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. He was not known as a political figure, yet history remains clear. He fought for Nazi Germany. When Germany surrendered in 1945, Hartmann attempted to surrender to American forces, but was handed over to the Soviets under the Yalta Agreement. Offered a position in the Soviet Air Force, he refused. He was sentenced and spent 10 years in Soviet labor camps. Cold, hunger, hard labor. The most lethal pilot in history was now grounded. Released in 1955, he returned to West Germany and later served in the newly formed German Air Force. Conflicts with superiors eventually led to his retirement in 1970. He died on September 20th, 1993. Erich Hartmann, 352 victories, an unmatched record, a complicated legacy. He mastered the mathematics of the sky. But war itself is never victory. In war, there are no winners, only survivors. And sometimes, even those who fly the highest cannot escape the shadow of history.